you so much. Congratulations. Congratulations, class of 2022. We are releasing a number of authors today. And as of today, the Harvest Institute has released over 540 authors to the world. This is the biggest number of authors you will have across the globe released or launched on the same day. We are still keeping on moving around. Anytime now, we are launching this afternoon here at Worship Harvest Nadia. So if you are not here, it's okay. You can catch us online. Alrighty, we are still moving around. There's a lot of joy, Jesus joy happening
all right,
here.
check. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the book launch.
Okay.
Ladies.
If you don't know Dr. Tusu, you are fluking. So I would like to invite him to say something, and then we'll launch the books.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I think the name was Leaders in the First Lane. We said, Apostle Moses, that people start leadership in this acceleration lane, pick up speed, they go to the middle lane, but eventually they end up in the high-speed lane. It's the fastest, it's the most dangerous. And that's what we're about as leaders. Wow. So it has been a pleasure. I've been boasting about the school of leadership. Wherever I go in the engineers, I say, you know, there are young people who are writing books as part of their graduation.
Come on now.
I also spend quite a bit of time with the Rotary Leadership Institute. So I was telling them, you think this is pressure because we try to make about 20% as much as you do. Many of them, yes, this is true. And they were saying, this is too much work. We've got this and that and this and that. And I said, wait a minute. Okay, let's take this example here. Sorry, Jose. This man woke up in the morning with a clear plan for the day, right? By 7 a.m., he has got about 20 calls which are diverting his plan. And yet he must attend those calls and still deal with his plan for the day. We're just talking just now that you now know the 36 hours in a day, because until you can do that, you are not yet in that lane. 36 hours in a day so that you can relax, spend time with your family, go for a holiday, read, research, volunteer. No, that is 36 hours in a day. And then, of course, spend time with God for the other 12 hours, right? And therefore, for me, it is a real honor to associate with you. You are my CV. Honestly, you are my CV. I associate with you in everything you do, and I wish you the best in everything and in life. Please don't let the name of this organization down. It is a brand. When you say, I went through the School of Leadership, School of Ministries, School of Practical Business, you cannot show otherwise. You cannot be broke. Yes, I said to the engineers, if I may, as I conclude. No. Yes. Engineers, Uganda Institution of Professional Engineers. I said, you know, when you're an engineer, you cannot afford to say, I'm broke. You cannot afford to be poor, because why are you an engineer? An engineer is translating science, practical knowledge people can utilize, and therefore has got commercial value. And therefore, as an engineer, the two are not quite synonymous. So if you're in the School of Leadership, or School of Practical Business, or School of Ministry, no, Bishop Amos once said to me, thank you, Moses. Please continue. Translate. Moses can translate for you.
Meaning, if you are a pastor, priest or reverend, and your shoe is at 30 degrees, how will you preach?
To the young generation.
Yeah, to the next generation. Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow. Can we appreciate Dr. Tusu for the wisdom? Where is Aki?
Right here.
Okay. We are going to cut the ribbon.
Even that.
Yes.
Yeah. Is there a TV camera?
Yes, right there.
Are you ready?
Now, where are the... Did they say the best book or not yet?
No, not yet.
Oh. Okay, you come. The leader.
On the count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay.
Congratulations! Ladies and gentlemen, feel free to attack your books right now. Start taking pictures. Celebrate the authors. DJ, we need some music. DJ, we need some celebration music right now. Attack the books. Congratulations.
Go ahead and check out the book. Hey.
Congratulations. If you'd like to buy a book,
you can check out a book and go to the table on the extreme left, and then you make your payment there.
congratulations.
DJ, take it down just a bit.
If you'd like to buy a book, If you'd like to buy a book, on my left is where the sales table is. If you'd like to buy a book, on the left is where the sales table is. If you'd like to live with a book, on my left is where the sales table is. All book sales are happening on the left. All book sales are happening on my left. If you'd like to buy a book, anyone's book, happening on my left. Congratulations, authors. All book sales are happening in one place on my left. Book sales on my left. Book sales on my left. All right, DJ, you can take it up. Congratulations, authors. Congratulations.
I never see where by my feel. When it's difficult, I go only call on my bad name. Stand feet and the enemy, no fit defeat me. My body for my side, goodness and mercy. They follow me, follow me. Grace and favor, they follow me, follow me, follow me. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Goodness follow me.
All right, good people, I'm coming where you are and you're going to tell us about your book. Oh yes, we have Tasha right here. Beautiful book, Be the Chord. Hey, we were not ready. Tell us about your book.
My book is about...
Oh, your name, girl.
My name is Natasha. My book is Be the Chord.
Just a second, DJ, if you could take it down just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Thank you, DJ. All right, Natasha, tell us about your book.
Okay, Natasha, my book is Be the Chord. It's about hygiene and maintenance. So if you have any challenges with your teeth, it also tells you how to look after your children's teeth when you're pregnant, how to raise them, yeah, things like that.
Awesome. Thank you for writing such a book. She's a dentist. You know what I'm talking about. We are moving around.
DJ. All right, even as we take our book launch, as it's happening, lunch has been served. Lunch has been served. So I'm going to invite you, if you're not doing anything particularly, just cross right through the auditorium and let's start serving our lunch. Lunch is served. Let's get serving our lunch right away. Even as book launching continues, we can do it concurrently. If you're not actively launching a book, if you're not occupied, we can start serving our lunch right away across the auditorium. Pastor Steve.
Oh yes. I'm looking for the next author who will tell us about their book. And maybe, just maybe, we may be talking to Victory. Any authors here who want to tell us about their book? We have the hired dad right here. Come on, your name and your book. What is it about?
My name is Clarence Warom. So I've written about the hired dad. It's basically about the unleashing of fatherhood in men. right from my childhood experience and my, good fatherly experience from my dad. And I feel like my dad's story can change the rest of the world and unleashing fatherhood into the hearts of different other men, and they can copy and learn a lot from what my dad did.
Should I imagine this book is written for men or women?
It's actually basically practically for men, but there are so much that women can copy from and they can apply it because everything in it is practical in nature.
School of Ministry, School of Practical
Beautiful.
Business. You can go and start serving lunch if you're not actively launching your book. Right through across from here at the main entrance. We're serving lunch right now. Congratulations, School of Leadership. You're now authors. Hey!
Okay. Oh yes, we have a mandate with us this afternoon. The Pastor Isaac Macharia. Come on. What inspired you to write the book Mandate? The title of the book is Mandate, the Journey of a Man on Purpose. What inspired you to write this book?
What inspired me to write this book is we have a lot of men that need to be discipled intentionally. Most of the discipleship material that we have is general. So I was inspired to write this book because I disciple men. I disciple a specific group of men.
All right, lunch.
A mentorship program called Mandate. So this book is to be like a manual, for the mentorships.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. From a man to you, thank you. Now, just one more question. What has your experience been like going through the School of Leadership this year?
It's been awesome. I have had to learn, and I have learned things. And I'm so grateful. Yeah, it's been a journey of resilience and being very intentional. Launch is in itself a great achievement.
Thank you very much. That was Pastor Macharia Isaac with the book Mandate. And just maybe we may be talking to another author. Let's keep on moving around. And you just never know. This could be, if only you can sign up for the School of Leadership, because at the School of Leadership, one of the things that we have to do is publish a book. That makes you officially an author. Let's find out from someone else. Come on, let's go.
Pastor Steve, before we go there, lunch has been served. Lunch has been served. As many as can, please go across the auditorium and start serving. As many as can, please go across the auditorium and start serving as we prepare to continue from here. Pastor Steve.
Oh yes, the fine gentleman right here is going to show us his book and tell us about it. Oh yes, if you signed up for the School of Leadership, you are the only one and you need to do it today. Oh yes, we have the one and only Martin Moore right here. It would not be fair if I passed by. Book. Counts. It counts me bad. The book is, oh, that was a joke, you guys. Look it, you are the problem. Martin, what inspired you to write the book, Count Me In?
Well, a lot, but largely the fact that people like making money alone, and there's a way that we can make money together. So that's what the book is all about. Each of us wins as we make money together.
That's dope. Does that mean I'm going to make some money immediately when I read the book? or does the book come with a voucher there for me to partake?
The voucher is virtual. You have to apply the principles and then and you get the money.
Beautiful. What has your experience like being part of the School of Leadership amidst, I know you are a fairly busy man. By fairly, I'm trying to, tone it down, but what has it been like for you?
This has stretched me like a rubber band, but I hope I don't go back, because when you stretch a rubber band, it can go back, but I want to stay stretched. So it has squeezed results out of me, and it's an amazing experience.
Like it, you say you have been stretched like a rubber band, and you to continue being stretched. Can I tell you something? You can sign up, or you can also sign up for the School of Ministry, because it's all happening, it's possible. Those are all spaces that have been created for you to help you grow in your leadership, in your ministry, and even in your business. Congratulations, Mike, one more time. That looks like your wife right here. I don't know, is her book really close by here? We can take a look at it. Yes, come on, let's keep on going. Oh yes, here we have the one and only Edrin Odong. Seal That Deal. What inspired you to write the book Seal That Deal? Seal That Deal.
Thank you for the opportunity. My name is called Odong Edrin. I wrote this book to be like a manual to the salespeople, the one that are growing and the salespeople that are already in the field. It helps you to monitor your selling process from the word of mouth to closing that deal, so that you make your clients and you make the people that buy your products raving fans. In other words, they become billboards, they become moving posters of what you're selling. So young, and then the already active sellers from, it is like their selling processes and work more and achieve more in their businesses.
Is it only intended for those who are into sales, even the business owners and any other kind of person?
Everyone. For people that are selling, that have business managers, CEOs, plus sellers themselves.
I told you this is the best place to be. You see, we have unleashed so many authors today in one day, and it's already ballistic. You could be the next one. Just go ahead and sign up for the School of Leadership, and you'll seeing the details on the screen on how to sign up for the School of Leadership. Otherwise, I can't help but introduce you to more authors that we have officially launched today. Today we have two beautiful ladies here, and I can ably tell you this. The Luganda version is Salazange, which is, it's my prayers that are responsible for them finishing their books, but okay. Given the way they're laughing, it seems like I am not responsible. But yes, here we have Antoinette and we have Ruth. Tell us about your book and what inspired you to write it.
My book is called Okay, What Next? What inspired for me to write it is there are so many people going under depression and because of loss of a loved one, and yet they can actually get through it. So here I talk about the journey of what I went through and how I'm here and smiling and now an author. And also the growth spaces, the challenges. I've always wanted to write a book, and through my experience, and I was given the chance to actually write my story, to share it for someone else to heal out there.
Thank you so much. Oh yes, Ruth, tell me about that book.
Okay, so my book is called A Life Beyond Average. What inspired me to write it? What inspired me to write it is, or was the fact that very many teenagers are living lives that are...
Sorry about that. Oh yes, Ruth, let's keep it going.
All right, so yeah, this book is a book about living a life that's really beyond average. So that's what it's about.
Oh yes, the title of the book is A Life Beyond, a story about a teenage girl who chose to be an outlier. Ready to be an outlier back there? That's the book for you. And if you want what next after going through some tough times, going through depression, Antoinette has written a book for you. Up for all the authors that have officially launched their books today. Come on, people. And today, in a very interesting way, we have Nachaja Gloria, and she's a chef. Oh, is it chef? Chef. Take that back. And she's a chef. I have that right?
Hi everyone, my name is Nachaja Gloria and my book is For the Love of Food. This book is about my history of food from childhood, how I ended up becoming a chef, from all the way from home and business as a chef, the ups and downs, and where I'm at now. So if you want to be inspired to do business as a chef or selling anything, this book can do that for you.
Thank you so much. Is there food that accompanies the book? Oh, there's some recipes. That means anyone who's not a chef can go ahead, buy the book, get some recipes from there, and then try them out. Beautiful. Congratulations to you. Awesome, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for lunch. I need all of us to go and have our meal prepared for us. A great, beautiful meal prepared for you. Let's go and have lunch right now.
It's lunchtime. It's lunchtime. It's lunchtime. I'm about to ask the official photo.
It's about women breaking glass ceilings in leadership, how they can be the best leaders as women. Just because you're a woman does not mean that you're a bad leader. You're actually a great leader and you are. Yes.
Beautiful. This is You Are More by Omgisha Brenda. And for you, the ladies back there who are wondering, should I break the glass ceilings of leadership in the corporate world, in the non-so-corporate world, wherever you are, wherever you're leading as a lady, this is the book for you. You can come get any of those books here at Worship Harvest Nadia. Worship Harvest Nadia. Congratulations to all the authors. We are going for lunch. See you in a bit. Come on, let's go. Make some noise for all.
gifted musically. Ladies and gentlemen, authors, please put your hands together and let's welcome talent right now. Come on, I don't hear you. If you sing better than talent, you shouldn't clap. But if you think he sings, yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together and welcome talent. He's a new author. Come on now.
Come on now.
All right. Awesome.
Let me reintroduce myself. Hello, my name is Talent. I'm an author. All the time and all the time. Woo! We are ready. Let me see you put your hands together. Okay, if you're not eating. Woo! Come on, sing. Come on, everybody, give your praise to the Lord and lift up holy hands. Shout to the Lord with a joyful noise and let all Zion sing the wonders of His love. His mercies ever new. As far as the east from the west, He will be my guide. Yeah, and now and evermore, He'll always be my guide. Oh, come on, say God is good, He's so good, and His love will always be true. He's gonna wipe away your tears and make you happy. He'll make you happy. He said, "Stand up and lie in bed." He said, "Bless from being dead." He's gonna wipe away your tears, make you happy. Hey! Goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Let me hear you say, goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Once again, sing, goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Oh, goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And never more, He'll always be with us. Yeah, come on, sing. God is good, it's so good, and His love will always be true. He's gonna wipe away your tears, make you happy. He said that the pain's dead. He said that the pain's dead. He's gonna make a way for you through the valley. Hey! Woo! Come on, put your hands together. A lot of you know this. Come on, sing. You satisfy my mouth with good things. Jesus, I am complete in you. Righteousness and peace and joy. In my cup it overflows. Say you celebrate. This is the feast of victory. Woo! We celebrate the Lamb who was slain. Oh, this is the feast of victory. You are alive and here with us. You set a table in the presence of my foes, and you anoint my head with oil. You set a table. You set a table in the presence of my foes, and you anoint my head with oil. Come on. This is the feast of victory. We celebrate the Lamb who was slain. This is the feast of, this is the feast of, this is the feast of victory. Woo! Say no to fall when you can fly. Love wins it all. Hate is the drug. Don't waste your time. It won't come around. Arise and shine. Your light has come. Your light has come. Your light has come. Come on, leaders. Your light has come. It's a 24/7
sing together and say, we will shine. We will shine. We will shine. The world will see. Come on, everybody, sing. We will shine. 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 The world will see. The world will see. Oh, Jesus shine. Jesus shine. Jesus shine. Jesus shine. Oh, Jesus shine. The world will see. Woo! Bread of life, you fill my hunger, my living water. I can never thirst again. You are the bread of life. You fill my hunger, my living water. I can never thirst again. Oh, you're my God, my Father, my friend, my life, my all, my everything. Without you, my life is empty. My soul longs after you. Without you, my life is empty. My soul longs after you. Woo! Thank you, School of Leadership, School of Ministries, School of Practical Business. Congratulations.
Hi, my name is Eunice Musime. I make Go Soft toilet paper in Kira Town. In 2022, I joined School of Practical Business that has transformed myself, transformed my business, and transformed those that I lead and those that are mentoring me. My first takeaway from School of Practical Business was to begin thinking about my business, not just for myself, but as a kingdom business. So to begin thinking about what values am I infusing in this business? How do I treat my employees? How do I work with them? How do I train them? How do I care for them? So not to look at them as mere workers, but as people that God has placed in me to disciple. The second takeaway that majorly came from sessions that UpMo did for us was on envisioning our businesses as global businesses. So no longer thinking and looking at them as small businesses that we've set up for us to eat, but businesses that are going to create employment, businesses that are going to take on market share, businesses that are going to impact the world. So that was the second takeaway, and that's something that we are working on. The third takeaway is that School of Practical Business is practical. So you're not just studying theory, but you're working through your businesses. So we're able to develop bid documents that were supported by Pastor Chris, who helped us to even come up with a bid document for our businesses, come up with different policies, come up with a one-page market plan. So all things that are necessary for making sure that you have systems in your business and ensuring that your business is system ready to be able to compete globally. But my major takeaway was it did not just transform my business, it transformed me to become a better person, to become a better leader, to become a better business owner, and to also think globally and think about impacting community. So anyone out there who has done School of Leadership, I would encourage you to join School of Practical Business. Come and learn how to transform your business, how to transform yourself, and how to become a global player. I hope you join School of Practical Business in 2023.
Hi, my name is Cindy Adong and I'm graduating from the School of Ministry class 2022. Last year, at the end of the year, my pastors, Pastor Angela and Emmanuel Okulo, who are the location pastors of Worship Harvest Bugolobi, they asked us as zonal pastors of Worship Harvest Bugolobi to come and attend the School of Ministry Intensive Week. The Intensive Week is the last week of the School of Ministry year, where they have teachings for a week just to wrap up their school year. So we came and attended along with the other zonal pastors at Worship Harvest Bugolobi, and that week they were teaching about church planting. And I remember listening to it, and I never really saw myself as a church planter, but I think a seed was planted at that time. So at the end of the year, they asked us to enroll for School of Ministry, and we obeyed. So we started the year at School of Ministry. The classes were very, very exciting. We were taught by very anointed teachers. They had very authentic stories, and they were teaching from their own experience. So the teachings were very relatable, very practical, and they inspired us that we could also do what they were doing. We were taught by the anointed Apostle Mose, Dr. Alex Mutagubia, Dr. Dennis Kilama, Prophet Angela Okulo, and the classes were always very exciting. I looked forward to them every week. One of the things that I learned from School of Ministry is that as our generation, we have a responsibility of passing on the gospel to the generations that are coming, because the people who came before us paid a very high price to see to it that we have the gospel that we have today. And so we cannot take ourselves out of the equation of, furthering the gospel. And so I was encouraged to make my contribution towards this gospel. And through the classes, it was not just about acquiring knowledge, head knowledge about how ministry is done, answering questions about ministry, but we also received impartation, which is just really, a spiritual thing. And our faith was, raised through the classes that we can actually do this thing of, doing ministry and planting churches and making disciples. So as the year went on, we didn't know, but we were being transformed just by, listening to the teachings and just being in the environment where the word of God was being preached. And so I think it was about July when my pastors, Pastor Angela and Pastor Emmanuel Okulo, suggested that I would go and plant Worship Harvest Gulu. And, at that time, because of having been in that environment, I felt like I could do it. And so it was August when I took my first trip to Gulu, and we launched the church on 23rd October this year. So I'm currently the location pastor at Worship Harvest Gulu. And yeah, we've planted the church and we've started growing. We are doing the work of ministry after having been equipped to do it. So I'd like to encourage you, if you have any interest or even just, questions about ministry, how is it done, can I participate, join the School of Ministry and be surrounded by, teachers, get immersed in the Word of God. It will change your life and you get to make a contribution to passing on the gospel to the next generation.
Good afternoon. Congratulations. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Keep them coming. I need them. All right. My name is Florence Ndagire Senyonjo. Yes. By the grace of God, I lead here at the Harvest Institute. I'm very honored to be part of all your stories. My journey started here as well in 2017 in the Pioneer class. Anybody from the Pioneer class? Make some noise! And I've since gone to be a great leader. I would like to take this opportunity before all of you to give thanks. To give thanks because this day is only possible because of a work of many people who put in the work to see this come to pass, right? So first and foremost, I would like to thank the students, the class of 2023, School of Leadership, School of Ministry, School of Practical Business, 2022. If you don't mind, would you get up on your feet? Let everybody see you. Yes, please, if you're still seated, help me clap for these resilient leaders. You are the reason why we are here. I'm sure you know that there are many people or leaders who started with you and they're not here. But you're still here. You made it. Yes, you did, and I'm so proud of you. Apostle Moses said something this morning that we need to set our hearts on pilgrimage to lead. And you're still here. You've led yourself well. You've not given up. And we need more leaders like you who don't give up. Amen? Amen. I'd like to thank your families who have supported you. Anybody here and you're a guest, husbands, wives, husbands, brothers, sisters, parents, parents, friends, we know that we've taken out a lot of time from the time we should have spent with you, resources. Some of us have been fundraising, and you've given so that we can be here today. Thank you so much, parents, spouses, spices, friends, pastors, location pastors, network leaders. I know that some of us are here because network leaders said you need to be there, or your pastor. So thank you so much for seeing us here today successfully. I would like to thank the teams that support us every single week. The media team. Come on, guys. They are here with us every Friday to see that we're able to broadcast these classes every single Friday, morning to evening. We want to say thank you. In a very special way, will you help me appreciate the Worship Harvest team, led by Pastor Dennis Amoko, the ones who manage the facility, ensure we have everything present, the rooms are clean, there are cleaners all around, the facilities are working. Thank you so much, Pastor Dennis and the entire Worship Harvest team. Thank you, thank you. I would like to thank our assessors. Come on, somebody. In School of Leadership, because we are quite many, we have a leader assessor, Pastor Angela Okulo. Please help me appreciate her for giving oversight to all the assessors. And if you're in the room and you are an assessor, you are a mentor, you are a coach, would you stand up on your feet and we recognize and celebrate you in a very, very special way? Those are the hero makers. Thank you guys for working so hard. Thank you for pushing, for pulling, for encouraging, for praying, for giving. Wow, indeed. Thank you. Now you see the fruit of your efforts, right? It was worth every minute that you put in. I would like to thank our facilitators, the ones who teach and impart knowledge. You can do better than that for sure. Oh, yes. Thank you, Dr. Tusu. Thank you, Apostle Mose, Pastor Chris Kawesa. Mona Sebliba, oh yes, from School of Practical Business. Thank you for teaching. Pastor Jeremy, I know you've also taught some sessions. We thank you so much. Thank you so much for teaching us. And last but not least, okay, maybe not yet last, would you help me thank our staff team? You don't get to see them, but they're always behind the scenes working. And I know even now they're all over the place working. And some of them are even students. Would you help me give them a bigger clap for doing all the administrative work diligently, faithfully, and sometimes overtime to make sure that everything runs successfully. And last but not least, but very, very important, would you help me thank in a very special way Apostle Mose? You can stand up for that. Most times you don't get to see him every single class because you have other teachers teaching. But I want you to know the secret. That behind everything is him. He's the one constantly giving us the ideas to continuously improve the experience. The thing that you get to experience every single time you come, he's the man behind it. You may not see him, but I'm sure you felt him the whole year because he has made it possible. And he's the vision bearer of Harvest Institute. Would you help me in a very special way? Thank you, Apostle. You make us look good and better every single time. And we feel it, we love it, and we are grateful for you. You may have your seats. Or actually stay standing. This is a very important one. In a very special way, let's appreciate God. He's the author of everything. The beginning and the end, the source. He's the one who works in us both to will and to do. He's the one who has given us everything that pertains to life and godliness. Thank you. I know that some of you are praying to make the deadline, praying to be favored for your book which has passed the deadline. It is God. It's not Pastor Flo at all. Please have your seats. As I finish, my time is fast spent. In 2019, I had an opportunity to go to Kalangala for a marriage retreat with my husband. Yeah. It's a very beautiful place. If you've been there, you know. If you haven't, please do go. It's very beautiful and lovely. Quickly, part of your stay there, if you've booked like a package, you would have someone take you around the island, to tell you the story of the island, and a few highlights in the place. So we had this guy take us around to show us the different places, the different views, etc., and tell the story of the island. He's a very good, well-experienced guy, tour guide. So when he took us, we reached a particular village that was so impoverished, like there's so much poverty. It was, because Kalangala is surrounded by water, so everywhere you go, you're literally near the water. It was so soaked in poverty. They showed us a school, but it was a nursery, and I think pre-primary school, which was so bad. But that was a school in that particular area. And there were two main economic activities in that place. Do you want to know what they were? The first one was fishing, which is obvious, right? The second one was prostitution. Why prostitution? Because if the main economic activity is prostitution, the women can't go fishing. They can't be on water in the night. So, whatever they can do during day is sell their bodies to the men who are coming from fishing at night to the day, so they come. So this particular place had a very special place set aside with so many little lodges and women sitting outside every single door, like literally broad daylight. Why? Because the men work at night, so you need to be present during day so they can see you at your doorpost. All around this place, there were so many. And as we're walking around, this guy was taking us around. These ladies were there waiting for men to come and choose them with their little children. I was so sad that I don't know how I can see my mom wait for a customer. And you know, the people who go fishing are young men, young boys, teenagers, some of them. And so these are the ones with the money. That means that they're the ones who are going to come and pay you off. So there was a young man walking around who was like maybe 19, 18, and the guy told us that would be now your boss because he's the one with the money. And the ladies who were sleeping with these young boys were really young. I mean, were really old. I felt so sad, and these ladies were telling this tour guide, watch out, let us fees. You know, like, why are you bringing these ones who are just looking around? Bring us the ones who pay school fees. The other thing that I saw in this area was a well-established sort of facility. Then I asked the tour guide, what's that? He said, that's an ice plant. I asked him, ice plant? He said, yeah. Why? Because somebody knows there's fish in this area, and because that's the most important thing to them, they set up an ice plant so that when the fish comes out, they put it there, they stock it in. He buys it off cheaply and stocks it in there. That was the only thing that was the highlight of the area. So I asked so many questions. I was so sad. Everything in me was cringing at the situation. No hospital, no clinic, no good school, no good housing, nothing. But these prostitutes and these fishermen, and that's the economics. And it was so sad for me. I kept thinking, imagine my mom, and I'm seated next to her, and that's what they do. No. So because he noticed I was asking too many questions, he told me, why don't you come back and become our RDC? He said something along those lines, either RDC or MP. Today, as I reflect on that question, I think he recognized that what they needed was not someone to give them school fees, but a leader. Because that's what they were lacking, leadership. This is only a small story, and I know you have so many communities that you've seen even worse. Because you're like, Pastor Flo, there's worse. And I'm sure you've seen those places. But who is going to go and solve those problems? Who is going to go and solve those problems? The person in your seat. This guy recognized quickly that the solution to their problem was a leader. Fortunately, unfortunately, the leaders are in your seat, and they need to go. The only way such problems are going to be solved is by leaders going to plant churches, school of ministry, start businesses in these places using the resources available because we are not short of resources, school of practical business, and lead school of leadership. It's time for us to move from people who achieve certificates, degrees, second degrees, third degrees, fourth, masters, PhDs, to people who do, because Jesus began both to do and to teach. It's time for us to go. The investment you've made and whatever you've learned will profit you nothing until you go. You will never know what you're made of or what you're capable of until you go. In the going is where life is. That's what Apostle Moses taught in the morning. In the going is where life is, and in staying is the beginning of death. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go. God bless you.
Come on, can we put our hands together for our principal of the Harvest Institute? Amazing. Thank you so much, Pastor Flo, for leading us well. All right, right now, are we ready to continue enjoying? I want us to just stay up on our feet and welcome with me 3 students representing the 3 schools who are going to give us their votes of confidence, speeches. I don't know what it is, but just put your hands together right now for Pastor Richard Mugisa, representing the School of Ministry. They're all pastors, but okay. Sharon Tumusime, representing the School of Practical Business. I don't hear you. Come on. And last but not least, Martin Muhwezi, representing the School of Leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from our students. Just give it up for them one more time and have your seat. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much, Pastor Glory. Good afternoon. How are we? So, you know, I always have many stories with my daughter. So yesterday, as my shoes were being polished, everything getting ready, so she asked me, are you going to work? I said no. Are you going to church? I said yes. To do what? I said, I have a graduation. Then she asked me, graduating from what? I said, School of Ministry. You know, she's just 6 years, but she asks hard questions. Then she asked me, okay, is it like me when I was leaving top class? I said, yes, I'm going to graduate. Then she asked me, what does it mean? So I said, I'm a pastor, so I'm going to graduate. She said, oh, okay. I left. But in my head, I was thinking, what exactly is it was she trying to get me to when she asked me, what does this graduation mean? I tried thinking about it for me and the other students who are graduating today from School of Ministry. By the way, thank you so much for not giving up. It's not been easy. It's been a bumpy ride, but I know we've come to the end of it. Thank you so much. Clap for yourselves. So then I kept on looking through the things we were taught. Some things were so hectic. Eschatology, hermeneutics, homiletics. I'm like, okay. So I kept on thinking exactly, now that we've studied, what is it for us that we're going to do as students after graduating? And then I came to a realization that after this whole thing, we are going to make this Uganda and this globe a better place as better ministers of the word. Amen? So because I looked at some moments back, like the crusade we had in Lugazi, I was like, this crusade, everything was on us, mobilization, resources, preaching, worship, everything was on us. It was such a good moment. I remember very well, the word came down, the worship, but all in all, is that we've been equipped to go out there and do the work of ministry so well. So thank you so much to the Harvest Institute management from down to top for helping us become better ministers of the word. And by the way, School of Ministry is not for only pastors. School of Ministry is for everyone. You get to be equipped in the word so that you understand how the sermons are made, so that you understand how the Bible is interpreted, so that you understand how the history of the Bible can be understood in today's world. You get to understand how the Bible has come to what it is today. You get to understand why we have so many Bible interpretations. I have been equipped so well, and I appreciate so much for being part of this class. Amen? So it's been a good thing to be taught, and I thank God that I'm part of this class. Thank you all students. Thank you to our assessors. Thank you to our parents who are in this room. And thank you so much to our principal and our apostle. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pastor Richard. Good afternoon, everybody. Yes, my name is Sharon Tumusime, and from the School of Practical Business 2022, and I am very excited to be standing up here. This is what it feels like. It's interesting. So I want to just start by saying thank you very much. Thank you very much to Apostle Mose. Thank you very much for the vision, for the dream, and for loving businesses and being 100% convinced that they are indeed the transformational vehicle for our nation and generally for societies. Thank you very much for seeing the value and putting something like School of Practical Business in place. You have saved businesses. And when I say saved businesses, I don't just speak generally, because I have one of those businesses that you indeed saved. By joining School of Practical Business, my business still lives today. So thank you very, very much, Apostle Mose. I would also like to thank, on behalf of the School of Practical Business 2022, our principal, Pastor Chris Kawesa. Thank you very much for challenging us, for showing up, for those snacks that you bought during class. We remember some of them. So thank you very, very much for feeding us, not only with knowledge, but even physically. I would also like to thank our mentors. We had the best mentors, Coach Mona, Director Grace, and Dr. Steve. They were amazing. I would also like to thank the facilitators. Some of them are here. We were able to receive so much information. But as a student of the School of Practical Business 2022, on behalf of myself and the students, I would like to just talk about the experiences. It is not School of Practical Business for nothing. We actually had to work on our businesses in a bid to come out of working in our businesses like most business owners do. So the School of Practical Business got us working on them as opposed to in them, and we're already seeing the fruits of that. We are finally able to leave our businesses for 2 weeks and find them still existing. So thank you very, very much, School of Practical Business, for that. I would also like to say that we had great experiences. We visited SAMS. Is it SUMS? We still don't know what the final one is. And we're able to learn a business story, how you can start small, think big, and take things to a global level. We visited Goldmine Finance. We visited Adexa. Most of the people you've seen on Business Garage, we had the opportunity just because we were in that class. And we were able to learn amazing things. But of all the experiences, we got to experience a real kingdom entrepreneur. Because of Apostle Moses' connections, we went to Burundi and were able to see Mr. Claude Nikondea in action. And we were able to spend 4 amazing days learning from him. Remember, they said growth comes from some of your experiences. Experiential learning for us has been amazing. But above all things, our minds have been transformed. We came in those businesses, some of us, into the class thinking small. That is the thing of the past. So up more when you're talking about fighting demons, you killed some this year in some of those lessons. Our facilitators, some of them were killed. And we have been able to see businesses transform. Systems, people have systems now. For the first time, some people were able to go up and take up those tenders and bids. That was all as a result. And as the School of Practical Business, 2022, we say thank you. And we promise that we will be that that business that you called us to be. We will no longer be in control, because they say when you're in control, it's too small. So we are not going to be in control, because the small things you can control 100%. So thank you for being ruthless in your delivery of those things, but at the same time, delivering it with so much hope. To all our facilitators, thank you very much. So of course I have to close with a call to action. That's what we have been taught. So if you're there, you have a small business, it's time to join the School of Practical Business. If you have a big business, join the School of Practical Business. If you don't have a business, please join the School of Practical Business, because businesses are the vehicle for transforming our society, our nation. And on behalf of all of us, I would like to say congratulations to the School of Practical Business 2022. You guys were the real MVPs. You are ready to take on the world and do those things that we said we would do after each and every class. Thank you very much. God bless you, and Merry Christmas, of course, and a happy 2022.
Thank you very much, Sharon. Good afternoon. Hey. I take it one. Good afternoon, leaders. My name is Martin Muhwezi, representing School of Leadership 2022. I've just been reflecting, and the next time we'll have a class like this will be in 3033, when we have the 3 numbers that are following each other. So this is a very unique group. Please don't take things lightly. Yeah, as that is sinking in, I'll continue. I'll start with a quote by John Maxwell, who said that success is knowing your purpose in life, growing to reach your maximum potential, and sowing seeds that benefit others. This is a summary of what School of Leadership has been to us. And I believe for those of us who have not yet joined, this is what you shall benefit. I'll share my personal journey in growth as a leader. I was born as a middle child, number 3 out of 5, so I had 2 siblings above and 2 below. So I was right in the comfort zone. And the comfort zone usually brings some habits like stubbornness. Yeah, because you are hidden somewhere. So I was quite stubborn. I believe, I won't use the word stubborn, I was creative. And because of that, it attracted many of my siblings, both top and bottom. Hence, I was leading in the middle, from the middle. Yes, I was a middle leader. But unfortunately, I didn't have a vision. All I had was stubbornness. And it was just a question of time before I ended up walking in the park, as John Maxwell said. I didn't have any followers. But I have since learned through HI that you can lead from all directions, be a 360-degree leader. I remember the first assignment they gave us. They told us to write a letter, imagining you're in 2032 and you're writing to your assessor, sharing your growth as an influential leader over the 10 years from 2022. I'm like, this is a very simple assignment. So I got my laptop, typed a 1-pager, sent it through to the email. The response that came back is that, can you add more flesh to this? I was in shock because as a businessman, our letters don't exceed 1 page. We do executive letters. So when they said more flesh, I'm like, do you want an obese letter? What kind of letter are we looking for? To cut the long story short, my history, I am very good at numbers and not at words. So that has been the struggle for me during HI. That conversion, I needed a software program to convert numbers into words. And it has been an ongoing process with software crashing, with software updates throughout the program. Dr. Tuso, I send you greetings. And many other things. But we are here and we have reached the finishing line. Other lessons that we learned were the 5 levels of leadership. Very interesting to learn that positional leadership is just the beginning and not the end game. And for many of us, that was, in the words of Upmore, what a shock. because everyone targets positional, but we have learned that there is more that we can achieve as leaders. Another thing we learned that I believe was very important was communication and influence. From the beginning of this course, communication has been key. I remember in our first sitting with our assessor, she told us, if you are not very good with WhatsApp, this is the right time for you to leave. Because messages should be timely responded to, otherwise this ship does not stop. I remember those words from her, so we have learned that. Fast forward to July. Fast forward to the month of July, where the heat, we were now in a sauna. No sooner had we touched down in Nairobi for Fearless Summit, I believe some people were still going through customs and immigrations in Jomo Kenyatta. We received an email from yours truly, a man whose name starts with the letter of the alphabet, I want to mention. And we were given an exercise to do in foreign land. I said, what kind of man is this? Who has the invisible hand? Whose hand can reach into other nations and cause confusion? But that is the power of leadership. And yes, it's been a trying time, but we have been tried and tested. We have gone through the furnace, and I believe we have become much better than what we are right now. A small business testimony. I'm a financial consultant, and I do a lot of project management. And one of the challenges I was facing before HI was taking on more projects, because I felt that I was full. I could not take on more because I had enough on my plate. But through the Team of Teams session, I've been able to learn that actually the sky is the foundation. You can build different teams, and the excuse of having too much on your plate is out of the window. There is actually no plate. So thank you, Harvest Institute, for removing the plates. We are going to eat on virtual plates, and there is no box anyway also. Lastly, as I close, I know my time is fast spent. I would like to talk about the icing of the cake, which is the book. All of us came here with a lot of words, but when they told you to put those words into a book, the story was different. But here we are, celebrated, published authors. So, congratulations. Thank you very much, the Harvest Institute team. Thank you, UpMore, for the vision. You have no idea what you're doing to not only this generation, but the future generations. When I talk about 30-33, I can see that graduation happening because of what has been done here. Thank you very much. In the culture of Worship Harvest, we always end with what is Jesus telling you and what are you going to do about it. So God is telling us in the book of Luke 12:48, he says, for everyone to whom much is given, for him much will be required, and to whom much has been committed, of him they will ask the more. So they have committed a lot to us as leaders. It is now us to take this to the next level. And lastly, let us not just be doers and not people who are just going to get this knowledge and sit on it, but let us be equipped, let us go and use it and multiply. And I have a small recommendation for the HI team here. Is it possible to take this course to the teenagers of our community? I believe that if we start this early with students in their foundational years, 13 to 18 years, we are going to transform and catalyze the leadership story in our nation. As I end, I'll end with a quote by UpMore, which says, whatever is not growing is actually dying. So we are not going the dying route as leaders. We have to keep growing. As they've already mentioned, my people, those of us in School of Leadership, this is not the end. They told us it is the end, but unfortunately, this finishing line is a mirage. It never ends. So let us continue with the other areas in which we can grow. Last but not least, I learned from the best. It's at the bottom, really. The world is our oyster, and I'll borrow these words from our creed. So we won't just pass through quietly, but we'll leave our mark because we are leaders. I thank you.
Hi there, my name is Peter Kakoma, and I lead the team at Kanzu Code and at Kanzu Code Foundation, and I'm also a missional community leader in Worship Harvest, and I'm also an elder in Worship Harvest. I had the wonderful opportunity at the start of this year, 2022, to join the School of Leadership, and man, did I have the time of my life. It was a huge stretch, right from the very first interaction with UpM when he came and told us, you have your own pen, you need to write your own story, you need to be intentional. When we also went into writing a letter to our future selves. So more than that, we got into reading so many books. I got to interact with leaders operating at a different level completely, people leading churches, leading big organizations, and it expanded my network, but also expanded just how much I started to appreciate leadership. One of my biggest highlights is through that journey of being stretched in so many ways is I got to write a book. I also am now a published author. I also got the wonderful opportunity to go out with the team that I was working with, and we went and did a frontier. And through that frontier, we taught Abantu Bawansi about finances, and that group of ladies that we taught about finances, here we are 6 months later on, and they've been able to collectively save over $1 million shillings and invest in their own businesses. So I've been stretched in every space I lead in. I've also been stretched to train leaders. Right now, I have a mini school of leadership in the company that I lead. Every single week we are reading material, everyone on the team, and it's caused us to grow in our leadership capacity, and we are having conversations about leadership at every level of the organization. So I've grown so much, and I encourage every one of you, regardless of where you're leading, sign up. School of Leadership will change your life. Thank you very much.
Wow. Congratulations. Harvest Institute 2022, please have your seats. It's a great honor to be here this afternoon. You look good in blue. The principal, Harvest Institute, Pastor Florence. Hey. And the principals of the other schools, Pastor Glory, Pastor Chris, thank you so much for the great work that you've done this year and that you've done many years. So thank you so much for making this possible, for leading well, for enabling us to come to this stage. To all the students in the different schools, plus your support systems, spouses, parents, children, and other such, thank you so much for staying faithful. I would like to thank the different people who have facilitated, those who are here and those who are not here. We rely on you and your skills and abilities and knowledge to help us. So thank you so much. A very special thank you to Dr. Tusu, who is here, whose class is always a highlight in the year. Yeah, I think without July, we would not have a good class, a good Harvest Institute. So thank you so much. I'm just going to share a quick word. I've already taught this morning, so I'll not take much time. And then I will invite Dr. Tusu, who will share a word, and then we'll get the certificates. Is that okay? You know, it's that straightforward. In the book of Judges, chapter 5, verses 1 and 2, I'm sure someone is going to put them on the screen, and then we'll see where it goes. It reads, Then Deborah and Barak, the son of Abinoam, sang on that day, saying, When leaders lead in Israel, when the people willingly offer themselves, bless the Lord. Yeah. When leaders lead, when the people willingly offer themselves to be led, what happens? Bless the Lord. I remember Pastor M taught this here, and it was I think it was Transform, and he was talking about the bless the Lord effect. When you think about it, we live on the richest continent by way of resource, but the poorest by way of experience, because of a shortage of the bless the Lord effect. But it says when leaders lead, when the people willingly offer themselves. Why willingly? Because when leaders lead, people willingly offer themselves. When leaders don't lead and they do something else, the people are not willingly offering themselves. They are being roped into something that they are not, they don't want to be a part of, but they have no choice. So for example, if your home is in a certain village and you get a bad LC1 chairman, but you have already built the home, it's very hard to say, let me go and rent a house in another village to escape the poor leadership of the LC1, because you already have a house there. So what do you do? What you do? You hang around and wait for the next LC1, or you stand for LC1 or something. That's just a fictitious. All my stories are true except that one. So when leaders lead in Israel, when the people, as a result of that leadership, willingly offer themselves, bless the Lord. I believe we have a great opportunity in our generation to shift the story of leadership in our homes, among our friends, in the churches, in the businesses, in the public spaces we hold leadership, at every level. And usually, we are thinking about the other leader and what they've not done. And we are not thinking about this leader and what they need to do. But like Chris Vallotton said, the only person you can control on a good day is you. The only person that can advance the vision that God has given you is you. So it's time to stop looking at someone else. It's time to stop looking at other people. It's time to stop looking at other countries and other entities and understand that it's time. It's crunch time. It's time to lead. Beginning now. There is no other time. When you go to heaven, you find that the leadership options will be very few. I suspect. Because you'll find Paul is already there, David is already there, Solomon. What will they give you? When Moses, you haven't, the man parted the Red Sea. For you have a pothole outside your gate. So, I mean, when they say, who should we give the task? They will most likely give it to them. So, I want to suggest we start leading now. And remember from our first session, leadership is simply changing the story. It's simply changing the story. Because there is a story going on which is not desirable for you and for those you care about. And you can change the story. Yeah, that's it. You can find a story and change the story to whatever degree. Because sometimes we think I must be president of Uganda first. That's complicated. Yeah, or I must first be president of the World Bank before I can solve economic issues. Or govern a bank of Uganda. Or, you know, the Pope, His Holiness, before I can serve in church. You know, no. Go change the story. And I know I could talk for 3 hours and you'll go and continue living the way you've been living. But I'm praying for you that God will arrest you and deprive you of sleep and afflict. You see, it says that God comforts the afflicted and afflicts the comfortable. Afflict you with conviction. Yeah? Until you go and change the story. Until I go and change the story. Change the story in your marriage. If you still have the privilege and opportunity of being married to someone, start there. Change the story by saying sorry. Or by, you know, buying a small gift on your way home this evening. Looks like I'm being corrupted. Change the story in your marriage by buying a small gift on your way home, by saying sorry. You can change the story. Don't wait to go see a counselor. No, change the story now in your marriage. You can change the story in your home by being the parent that embraces the children. Put your arm around them. Ask them how the day was. If there's anything they want you to do for them. Right? Change the story at church tomorrow. Go serve on a team. You may not know that your pastor is about to quit. Maybe they are planning to quit next week. Go say, thank you for what you do. How can I be praying for you, or what can I do to help? That's how you change the story. Change the story at your workplace by carrying some extra snacks on Monday and send some to the next office. Diffuse the politics and the hatred. You can change. It doesn't take a lot. All it takes is intentionality to change the story. When you start with those small things, more will be given to you. And before you know it, you'll be changing the story of a whole continent. God bless you amazingly as you change the story. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Dr. Tusu, our teacher, our parent. We are so to share with us a word.
Thank you very much, Apostle Mose. Bana, I don't want to be tempted because I could misquote the Bible. Please sit down. Talking about misquoting the Bible, let me borrow some misquotation. Call it my own translation if you like, following what Moses was saying. We have got a School of Practical Business, School of Ministry, School of Leadership. We are beautifully dressed. Over all those clothes, put the clothes of love. Who remembers that verse? Forgive each other before the quarrel starts. I'm misquoting it, I know, but who knows? Isn't it in Colossians, something like that? Over everything, put the dressing, put on love. Forgive each other as soon as the quarrel starts. When does the quarrel start, by the way? You got it. So sometimes we don't change the story, Apostle Mose, because we forget that little bit. Instead of taking time to stop the quarrel before it comes out of the mouth, we let it come out of the mouth and then we try to stop it too late because the spoken word is gone forever. Until time eternal, because to travel forever. This is reality. Back to why I'm here. Thank you, Apmo, for the invitation. I need to recognize some people who changed the story, and this wasn't part of my plan, honestly. I would request Apmo, please come up here, if you don't mind. Those people from Come Alive who were with Apmo when Worship Harvest Ministry started, please come up so that we can celebrate you. Please come up so that we can celebrate you. Please come up if you are there so that we can celebrate you. Please sit down. Please stay here. I think it is Margaret Mead who said, never underestimate the power of a determined group of people. Again, I misquote as always. I like using simple English. Because they will change the world. And it is the only thing that ever happened. So these guys, if I was there, these were young people. These are young people in Come Alive Ministries, St. Francis, all of them. Very young. I don't know, they got the ambition, the call from God, and Apmo tells them, let us start a church. Of course, they also thought that he was crazy. I'm not saying that he's not, but they also thought he was crazy. But the point is, honestly, and this is why I'm really touched, all this has happened because they dared to change the story. Please, thank you very much for changing the story. We say, please sit down. We say that sustainability is when the outcomes, and I'm not talking about the outputs, number of people graduate and everything, but the outcomes of what you have done continue long after you are gone. If you can look down the path of the future, not the path of history, and in 100 years, we still see the impact of these people, then your lives have been successful in the eyes of the world and the eyes of God. So thank you very much. We celebrate you. Please sit down. And I'll not take up your time. I know we are celebrating and everything. I'll just talk about one thing, which is a function over form. Let me pick a victim. I normally do. Chris, please come up. Chris, he's my friend, I know. Just one question. Chris, what is a car?
A car is a machine that is used by people to move from one place to another.
Thank you very much. You can sit down. Can anybody else define a car for me? Any volunteer? Guys, I'm not as bad as I sound. I'm actually... I'm quite friendly. Ask Angela, we have my younger sister. Oh, yes. What is a car? This is the volunteer.
A car is a locomotive using 4 tires to move people from one place to another on the road.
Thank you very much. So, by the way, this is a natural thing. This is a natural thing. We always think about the form of things. We rarely think about the function of things, because to think about the function, that new ideas, innovation, and everything comes. And I'm going to relate to these guys again, part of my story. Before they started, a church was a building where people go on Sunday to worship. But when they started, they said a church is a group of people assembled together to worship and praise God. Once you think like that, the building disappears. And therefore you can go to a bar, which is normally empty on Sunday morning, and conduct the business of God. And this is what they did. Guys who are new here, those who are new here, these guys did not start in this building. They were broke, they were poor, they were only rich in spirit. They had to find the cheapest place you can hire on a Sunday morning. And of course that is a bar, because the patrons leave at about 4 a.m., then you can go and utilize it. That's how Worship Harvest Ministry started. Function over form. But in our businesses, how often do we get lost? In our jobs and families and everything, we think about the form. Yes, I've got a business, I must have a managing director so that I can be out for 2 weeks without the business collapsing. I must have staff, I must have a personal assistant. But is that your business? What is the function of your business? So people like Uber came up and said, wait a minute, people are not trying to hire taxis. People are looking for a comfortable journey to their destination, a comfortable and cheap journey to their destination. If I can offer that, I've got a business, right? Airbnb said people are not looking for hotels to stay in because that was the form. They just want a convenient, cheap, comfortable place to stay when they're on holiday. And that is a business born. So once we start thinking function over form, then the business ideas come in. And if you like, the God's kingdom ideas also come in like that once we forget the form. We are too much locked in form. A school is a place with buildings and desks and so on where children go to learn. And we learned during the lockdown that a school is any place where the instructor can interact with the learners so that they can mutually exchange knowledge and learn together and go on a journey of growth. That is a school. So you can come up with different kinds of schools. To some people, a car is not even something to move in. It is a status symbol. So if you have got a business, look for those individuals for whom a car is a status symbol and say, what other status symbol can I give them that's better than a car? And you have got a business, right? That's all it takes. Give them a status symbol. And going back to leadership, and I'm glad the idea of leaders without offices has been emphasized there. Thank you for that up more. Because, by the way, I've not had an office for a very long time. But I'm a leader. Is Masa here? Masa Kinovisho. You can confirm I've not had an office in Rotary, I don't know for how many years. But I think would affirm that I'm still a leader in Rotary. Yes? So leadership is not about office. I'm a leader here. Am I a leader here? I have to seek affirmation first. So this is my message to our graduates today, whether you are in the School of Leadership, School of Practical Business, School of, what was the other one, Ministry. In each case, think, what is the real essence of that, what I do? How can I do it differently and more efficiently and more effectively? What does it take for me to achieve the same function without wasting money over the form? And I'll tell you a personal story. This is about knowledge consulting. You've heard about knowledge consulting because that is the firm where I'm managing partner. What most people don't know is that we just have 2 employees. I'm not an employee myself, I'm just managing partner. If I don't work, I don't get paid. You understand? And work, that is form. Going to the office is the form of work. But work is if I can participate in an assignment, a consultant's assignment, deliver value to a client, and the client is willing to pay for that value. That is work. And therefore, I've got a network of associates all over the world. Name any country, I've got associates. So we can put them together at 3 days' notice. Sometimes we put them together, sometimes they pull us together. And this is a big business. We don't have a big office. We don't have a big staff. Maybe we don't have a big income, but that's not what I'm talking about. So this is my simple message, colleagues, that we can change a lot of things if we forget form and focus on function. And I think what Apmo said can come in. You can more easily be the change you want to see wherever you are. If it's not the form it is taking, that worries you. But understand the essence of what it is you are trying to achieve. And these guys, by understanding the ministry, have achieved the essence. These buildings are, by the way, we call them in monitoring and evaluation unintended positive outcomes. Their plan was not to have this building here. These are the unintended positive outcomes which are convenient for other things. And this is not just a church. It is a place of learning and everything. It's a place where people can gather. We had a reception here for my son, for a wedding and everything. So the functions of this place change, and the functions will come and go. And even the function of the church might move elsewhere, but the building will remain. So colleagues, remember, function over form. Thank you very much.
Please help me appreciate Dr. Tusu one more time. All right, you may take your seats. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's that point where we're going to celebrate and award our graduates. Are you excited? This one, I'm going to need you to be very, very engaged. So you're going to have to make some noise, celebrate them for coming this far. So we're going to award certificates. I'm going to need a photographer right here at the front. Can I have them please come? Because we're going to do this really, really fast. A photographer, a quick photographer to come here. And then I'm going to invite the School of Leadership assessors. Please come to the wings. Assessors, if you could stand up and move really quickly. This next step is going to be very, very, very fast so that we can redeem that time. We have so many students to graduate. Harvest Institute team, Florence and Albert, if you could give the assessors their certificates. This is what we are going to do. First of all, help me welcome with me Dr. Tusu to come here to the front to join Apostle Mose. Louder as he comes. Pastor Angela, the lead assessor, please come. Pastor Chris and Pastor Solomon, if you could move in the wings as well, because you're going to read out certificates for your schools. So who please help me give the School of Leadership assessors their certificates. So this is what's going to happen. Please listen. We are going to start. We are going to start with one. When your assessor moves up here, you move to the wings, all of you, because we won't have that time for each and every one of you to come from the corner. So when your assessor is standing here, you move to the wings so that it's really fast. They'll read your name, you shake your hand with Pastor Angela here, and then you will come over here and receive a photo with the guest of honor and with Apostle Mose, so that we make it really fast. All right, we're going to start with the
Excellent Tribe. The Excellent Tribe, let me request you to come over to the side. Help me appreciate them as they walk to the side. They've done a great job through the year. Come on, all of the members of the Excellent Tribe, please walk faster. All right, in no particular order, help me make welcome Kanjako Richard to come and receive his certificate. Well done, and thank you so much. Please move. First, you take the photo there with the person with the certificate, then you take a photo. Kanjako Richard. Yes. All right. Barbara Kanyana, I don't know if she's still around. She has left for baby duties. I'll keep the certificate. Katsabe Barbara, who also is in those United States right now. Ethel is around. Help me appreciate Ethel to come and receive a certificate. Congratulations. Chichoncha Diana, our newest Mugole also. Congratulations. Raphael Kiba Francis. Come on, he designed some of your books. Appreciate him. Congratulations. Kaima Brian. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Chirabo Simon Ivan. As Chirabo Stella prepares. All right. Nakawere. Help me welcome Chirabo Stella. Congratulations. Chisembo Emmanuel. Congratulations to you. Pastor Ron Matheson.
Don't get tired, keep clapping.
Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. Mirembe Reni. Odongo Edrin. Congratulations to you. Joanna Kasemire Kidu. Come on, appreciate them as they come to take their certificates. It's been a tough journey.
In the meantime, Synergy, please move to the wings. Synergy, please move to the wings.
Maureen Abaho. And one who broke through some walls to be here with us today, Apo Harriet Pastor. Congratulations to you. Lydia Kanaklia. Congratulations to you. Okay, Barbara is not here. Konsobe is not here. All right.
G Synergy, please move to the wings.
All right, Synergy. We have Numbers Bridget. Well done. Namuntebi Winnie Susan.
Come on, let me hear it for them. Don't get tired.
Nantambi Sheila. Natasha Mutesi. Nanyondo Philippa Biama. Ndeto Victoria, who is not here. Nerima Lynette. Ninsima Rachel. Ntege Kangave Bernard. Patience Apoyo Nyakecho. Award Hope Jakisa. Bisikwa Brenda Koloto. Joanne Bigaba.
In the meantime, achievers, please come to the wings. Achievers.
Nakomshana Anna. Mirembe Dorothy. Semakula Ann.
Achievers, Pastor Vasta.
Achievers, congratulations. We even achieved a podium. Muganzi Robina Sarah. Mugogo Mabel. Mugenyi Edwin. Catherine Oloya. Omgisha Niwagaba. Namialo Grace. Shakulaga Faith Esther. Kawesa Amba. Our youngest School of Leadership student. Nachaja Gloria. Nadunga Esther. Maria Mwebaza. Musumba Stephen. Musimenta Victory Obalo, sorry. Congratulations. Murunji Moira.
Navy SEALs, please move to the wings.
Magumba James.
Navy SEALs.
Muhwezi Martin.
Navy SEALs, please move faster, faster. You're next.
I have the honor and pleasure of inviting our fourth cohort of Navy SEALs. And I'll start with Jennifer Zawede Atibwa. Congratulations. Is she here? Okay. We'll go to Geoffrey Arijole Nyakuni. He's not here. Atim Andrew. Yes. Atim Fiona. Amanda Joy. Susan Chirule Nampala. Patricia Ayebare. Okay. Joanita Ethel Abe. Yes. Pastor Isaac Macharia. Miriam Kabagenyi Ewange. Enoch Luyonza. Ann Lumbasi. Congratulations. Lydia Mazi Ndandiko. Ivan Abaho. Congratulations. praise atukunda ndinawe. Aki abaho.
Soaring eagles. Soaring eagles, please move to the wings. Soaring eagles, please move to the wings.
Peace, Athocon. Please, clap for peace.
Come on, people, don't get tired. Celebrate.
Congratulations, leaders. I'm reading the leaders of Soaring Eagles. Miria Blender Nakazi.
Faster, Soaring Eagles.
Nachitende Edith. Nakalanzi Martha. Naiga Alia. Rebecca Kaliemanya. Maria Mwesigwa. Florence Rengabo. Bridget Caesar Rukwebe. Okay. Ruchahana Joy. Thank you. Isaac Mutumbwe. Thank you. Nagava Helga. Martha Kauda. Rebecca Nabagesera. Betty Namagembe.
Exceptionals, please move to the wings. Exceptionals.
Harriet Nareiso. Congratulations. Irene Victoria. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the exceptionals. Atkunda Evelyn. Atwine Fiona. Congratulations. Babi Gumira Sylvia.
Come on, celebrate, celebrate, celebrate.
Anne Matheson. Angela Nandaula. Asimwe ho by Nom Gisha. Namugera Sharon Alice. She's not around. Masi K. Kaino Wisho. Bogere Frank. Birunji Fiona Ocheng. Dumba Juliet. Bulya Catherine. Bagole Derek. Bagole Eve Esther Nengone. Anthony Matthew Birulu. Stella Lynn A. Bamtunjire. Namgera Sharon Alice and Frank Magoba are not here.
Phenomenal Tribe. Phenomenal Tribe, you're next.
All right, even as they come, let me invite Jennifer Atiwazawade from Navy SEALs. Please come and receive your certificate. Phenomenal Tribe, come on now. Tanya Barije Kahunde. Let's do it really quickly. Tanya Barije, closely followed by Jacqueline Kabatesi. Come on, make some noise for the Phenomenal Tribe. Belinda Kakwanzi. Awesome. Alan Edward Kaliesubura. Doctor, congratulations. Put your hands together for Daniel, Raphael, or both. Come on, I like what you're doing there. It's encouraging. Celebrate your teammates. Well, Daniel, congratulations. Joel Obalim. Alan Joel Obalim, is he here? All right, put your hands together for Barbara Mpaji Nganda. Come on, I love it. Pastor Michelle Esther Masanza. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Even those who are watching the Phenomenal Tribe, you can clap for them as they come. Agnes Mbasa Mahoro. Congratulations. Elder Roy Muhumuza. Congratulations. Job Ebwanyu. Congratulations. Come on now. Beatrice Birunji, congratulations. Put your hands together for one of the youngest graduates this year, Miss Ruth Odida. Samantha Atukunda, is she with us? Okay. Put your hands together for the fashionista Ella Janet Kansime. Congratulations. Samuel Juko, ladies and gentlemen.
High flyers, please move to the wings. High flyers.
Fortunate Ingabire, congratulations. Pastor Judith Helen Ichumar from the City Church. Congratulations. And lastly, Mr. Aaron Baidu Gulale. Congratulations. Anne Faith Semakula from Synergy, please run, receive your certificate. Congratulations. She made it.
Please join me to congratulate the high flyers. Atugonza Faith Claire, Buhunjiro Talent, Mugabe David, Muanguzi Persist Businge, Ndungutse Yohana, Okelo Edith Tendo, Rutabanzibwa Lwanga, Sebagala Michael, Senkubuge Tony, Tusime Ninsima Barbara, Tusime Masha. As Tusime Victor gets ready, Tumwine Victor, Tumsime Harold,
The School of Practical Business, please move to the wings.
Tumwesije Fuji, Waithaka Dan, Wangechi Rispa, Wanyenze Doreen Kiondo, Warom Clarence,
School of Practical Business, faster please.
As the School of Practical Business get ready, I just want to announce an offer. All right.
You have not got your certificate. It's probably our fault, so we're going to fix it and make sure you get your certificates in
Let's
time.
put our hands together for the School of Practical Business one more time. And we'll start with Mebo Sevikari. Well done, Mebo. Pastor Evelyn Wagaba. Sandra Karunji Triasingura. Pastor Jeremy Biemanzi. Eunice Musime. Timothy Rubashembusa. Arthur Ntozi, who is away. Pastor Catherine Bajenda, Pastor Claire Ruweza, Grace Asingwire, John Fisher Mwesigwa, Jonan Kandwanaho,
Make some noise for them.
Peter Birunji. Precious Barbara Muhumuza.
School of Ministry students, please move to the wings.
And in a special way, these two students who are the best in their groups, Edson Muwezi and Sharon Tumusime.
Celebrate School of Ministry as they come. Don't get tired, we're almost done.
All right. Yeah. School of Ministry 2022, are you ready? All right, put your hands together, Mr. Peter Marloyo. Come on now, where is he? Is he on the band? Is he playing? Come on. Congratulations. Closely followed by Mrs. Ruth Mar. They should take a picture together, so she should run up quickly. Congratulations to the Mars. Come on now. You should do School of Ministry with your spouse. You most likely will complete the class. All right, Ezra Fambi, ladies and gentlemen, is he here? Put your hands together. Congratulations. Pastor Paul Kaziwe. Closely followed by Pastor Isaac Sebachije Mukisa. Closely followed by Keisha Maza Wakweka. Where is she? Congratulations. Timothy Jonathan Musika. Mr. Wellen Atwine, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. Miss Florence Babidier, congratulations. Congratulations. Eva Chisache from Ginger, did she come all the way? Come on, let's celebrate Eva Chisache. Amazing. Pastor Lorraine Chalisima of Worship Harvest Nansana. Congratulations. Bounce the jacket, sister. Hey, okay. Keep it. Pastor Paul Ankunda Basheja Kalemera. Pastor Cindy Adong of Worship Harvest Gulu. We have the honor of having had with us pastors from other churches. Would you welcome with me Pastor James Luaga, Jubilee Fellowship, a friend of the ministry. Welcome, congratulations. Latifa Mutesi. Congratulations. Pastor Christine Mukasa. It's either Bulondo or Budondo, but one of those two. Congratulations. Elder Vasta Kamara. You should come with your husband, Ariho Kamara, and take the picture together because you both made it. Congratulations. As I said, you should do School of Ministry with your spouse. Most likely you will finish the course in one piece. Patra Evelyn Asio, Worship Harvest Nakawa. An assessor with the School of Leadership, now graduating from the School of Ministry, Kezia Elaine Aikoro Tuhire. Congratulations. All the way from Worship Harvest, Nairobi, Pastor Sam Chirabo, and Pastor Agnes Chirabo. We had many couples this year. It is a couple thing in 2022. Congratulations, the Chirabos, Worship Harvest Nairobi. Pastor Fiona Mulira, Worship Harvest Downtown, congratulations. Downtowners, I don't hear you. Dunstan Chimboa, congratulations. You're picking for Dunstan. Oh, this is his wife. Oh, congratulations on his behalf. I know that Jessica Hogan isn't here with us today, but congratulations, Dr. Stephen Mugabe. Is he here? Come on. Congratulations. Also a mentor in the School of Practical Business. You've done well. Pastor Richard Mugisa. Congratulations. Worship Harvest Matuga. Kayaga Seremba Juliana, all the way right now in Leeds, UK. She's not here with us, but she's very watching us online. Congratulations, Juliana. Teacher Dora Kemiri Mokuja, congratulations. Claire Athieno, Worship Harvest Bugolobi. Bugolobi, I can't hear you. Congratulations. Pastor Susan Nasaka, Worship Harvest Entebbe Central. Congratulations. Pastor Ruby Engena is not here, but she's the pastor of Worship Harvest Mbale. The vocalist, the anointed, Sandra Subi, congratulations. Miss Henrietta Gillian Torach, congratulations. Pastor Florence Nalubale of Worship Harvest Kajansi, congratulations. Pastor Alan Nyombi, also an assessor in the School of Leadership. I will also give him his wife's certificate, Pastor Anna Nyombi. They are both graduating this afternoon. Congratulations. Rebecca Rubaiza Kibuota. Congratulations. We had so many couples this year. What a blessing. Pastor Tina Namazi of Worship Harvest Muyenga. Congratulations. Rukia Naluja Muhwezi. Congratulations. Welcome with me now to the band. James Mark Taremwa. I don't know how you're going to get your certificate, but you have to come and get it. And closely, you'll be followed by our drummer, Jonathan Onyango. Put your hands together for our bassists and drummers. They don't just play instruments, they also study and do great things. So JT and Jonah, congratulations on graduating from the School of Ministry. Can we celebrate? Can we celebrate? Can we celebrate? All right. Joshua Tusingwire, is he here? No, he isn't. Over to you.
Wow, I'm so excited. Are you excited? The certificates have been found. The ones that were missing. So there are people who studied, then there are people who studied. Is that no-go? I don't know. Oh, I thought they were mangoes. I thought they were mangoes. The consultation has ended. when things
for
get
the
lost,
consultation.
when things get lost, we have to do an investigation. But we found the certificates. Friends, in my hands, I have the certificates of the top students of each assessment group in School of Leadership. Are you going to clap better than that, yo? Starting with, in no particular order, Antoinette Nyakato Bonavana. Hey! Now these students, on their certificates, they have a star. Do you see? A star saying top students. So it's different. Well done! And then Susan Claire Nagawa Kafuma. Woo! Congratulations! And then we have Nalongo Proskovia Eyangu Akale. Hey! And then we have Julian Ogwon. And then we have Peter. Did you know he was called Innocent Kakoma? And then we have Peter Ziwa. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we have Joan Chirunda. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the top students of School of Leadership, there was an overall top student. So on top of getting a certificate with a star, she gets a beautiful plaque. Ladies and gentlemen, can we stand and celebrate the overall top student of School of Leadership, Peggy Ayesiga!
Ladies and gentlemen, from the School of Practical Business, this is a student who has surpassed all of them in all things, both practical and theory. There was a book to be written at the school and she wrote it fast. She engaged her mentors most. She attended all classes and did everything to the best of her ability. And today we have the opportunity to celebrate her, but also inform her of an award that has been given to her by Acclaim Africa. Acclaim Africa has offered a free business health check tool to her, and all the areas where she will score low, she will get recommendations. And this offer has also gone to all students at a charge of 1 million shillings, but for her, a charge of 3.5 million shillings has been raised. So I want us to celebrate Elizabeth Businje Ntozi.
All right. Are you still standing? Or you want to go? From the School of Ministry. One of the most self-led students I have met. Very encouraging. Very practical with the things she does. She has led a missional community, now leading one of the big zones here in Worship Harvest Nalia. She has never been late. As far as my memory can remember, she wasn't late for any classes. Practical and present to help. Gentle, motherly, joyful. What else can I say? Convivial. Maybe about to lead a location, who knows? Also related to Apostle Mose. Ladies and gentlemen, would you put your hands together with me for the best student in the School of Ministry 2022, the one and only Mrs. Ruth Muanguzi Isoba. Put your hands together until she reaches here. Let's celebrate her for her diligence, for her excellence, for reading all the books, handing in all the assignments, participating in all the engagements with so much joy. Congratulations, Mrs. Isoba. Please receive your gift, your plaque, and your certificates. Are you clapping? Are you celebrating? What a blessing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask Apostle, the person that keeps writing books. He sits down, writes books that have impacted lives, to announce the next award.
Wow. Are you enjoying this graduation? Can you help me appreciate Dr. Tusu for allowing to be our guest of honor and standing here the whole time? Thank you. You're still here. I just thought we would put a Ken's whistle. Now, one of the requirements at the School of Leadership is that everyone has to write a book to graduate. And the book became the book. as always, repetitions, assessments, who are those people? Editors, checking for plagiarism and other things. It is a piece of work to write a really good book. And so every year we take time off to recognize, according to the editorial council, after they've reviewed all the books, they pick out the top books and they review them again to pick the top book. And this has been chosen by the editorial council as the #1 book, the best book of 2022. Actually, I wish we had a copy of that book hidden. Yeah, someone should bring it under the shirt. Don't show it off because it's supposed to be a surprise. The winner doesn't know. Just check, your neighbor might be the winner of the best book. Just check in case. Are they going to bring it in an envelope? The person bringing the book should know that we should not see the book. the way people are carrying the book. Wow. Okay, is it safe? Let me look at the book. Should I show you? Should I show you? Ladies and gentlemen, I would like us to put our hands together for the outstanding book of the year, and the author of the book is none other than... The color of the book is... It's not yellow. So if your book was yellow, you are out. Anyway, we shouldn't waste time. Ladies and gentlemen, the best book of 2022 at Harvest Institute School of Leadership has been written by Pastor Isaac Macharia. And this book is called Mandates. The journey of the man on purpose. Of course, he's coming with his wife. Yes, yes, yes. Help me celebrate Pastor Isaac Macharia. I'm going to invite all the top students in the different schools, plus the top students in the different assessment groups to come up and cut the cake.
Yes.
Come up now for the cake cutting. All the people with the cake infrastructure, please get prepared. Dr. Alex Mutagubia, thank you for coming. Come and join us with the cake cutting since you have been a key instructor. Do we have any other instructors in the School of Leadership? Could we be having one of our... Pastor Chris? Oh. Please come up for the cake cutting. It's a joint cake, you know. It's good. Yeah. Cake infrastructure, if you have the things that explode, the knife. Can we have the people come forward? Best students. All right. Why is this behind? Okay. All right. Congratulations. Band, what are we doing for this part?
All right, are we ready to cut the cake? Let's get up on our feet, guys. Congratulations, Harvest Institute, class of 2022, School of Leadership, School of Ministry, School of Practical Business. On the count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Congratulations. Hey. All right, what we are doing now.
Wow. Can we, I would like to release Dr. Tusu and Pastor Alex.
All right, congratulations. We have come to the end of the graduation ceremony. But before you leave, I want us to just take a moment and just take different pictures with our assessment groups here. So it's going to just take a natural course. Organize yourselves in assessment groups. Yes. So assessment groups, let's start organizing ourselves. School of Practical Business, School of Ministry. We are getting into the official group photographs right now. We need to also take a School of Leadership group photo. And because we'd like Apostle Mose to be in it, I want us to, and Dr. Tusu, is he still around? All right, so Apostle Mose will be with us. So let that be the first picture. So if you come quickly, your school will be the first, because I would like to release up more. So come quickly, School of Leadership.